So they'll be calling you a radical. So Trump says he's a loser. That's my father. Took him a long time to die. So this is an important historic video because these fucking Gibson Greenacre fucking farms now, who are big Trump supporters, all draft dodgers, who are the biggest environmental poisoners in the history of the fucking state. Drained the marsh, fucking environmental toxic, mega dairy fuck things. Now they got the Sunflower Festival. Which, you see any of their families' names on it? Not only that, I could walk you over to the cemetery and show you all their draft dodging. Whole line of draft dodgers, big Trump supporters. They have crowns on their fucking tombstones of their family. Trump says he's a loser, okay? There's another one here that's really important, who grew up right there in that house. Omaha Beach D-Day. Fucking God, what a fucking... That's my uncle's. I mean, there's dozens of them here. The best one is my cousin, Kurt, who was on the ship, by the way. This is the irony. He was in the air when the McCain ship burnt. I mean, Trump calls him a POW fucking loser. That's Omaha Beach D-Day, Battle of the fucking Bulge. So is that. So is that. I mean, all patriots. A family of fucking true patriots. I didn't put that there. Kurt, he was in the air. Come home, dead of fucking cancer at fucking so young. I mean, higher, Blue Angel. Trump says they're fucking losers. This is important. So Trump's base, the people that go into the street with the guns, right up here on the fucking Weber River, I'll get a video today. A lot of historic stuff. Fuck, you can go after me. They dress up in camo, grown men, in military fucking gear, and they go out in the woods and they play paintball, kill each other. So I stop one day and I'm talking to him and I says, well, you guys are all you're grown men. Why don't you join? Why don't you go join? Go to Fallujah. Go to fucking Afghanistan. You know, Brent Taylor, they grandstand his fucking funeral right up here. Big, giant flags everywhere, whatever. When he was killed, what are we still doing in Afghanistan? You know, Trump says he's a fucking loser. Now they got the... I'll do another video. The mega dairy fucker. Oh, my God. I'm fucking so... So these Trumpers, his base, none of them ever bled. I've worked so closely with the VA on my activism over the years. My fucking Marine father, who died, spent so much time in the VA. When I was a little kid here at Westview, I meant, oh, by the way, the same people having the Sunflower Festival, fucking Pumpkin Festival, the greatest environmental poisons in the history, under police and federal investigation, still hundreds of millions of fucking dollars. Never bled, never one of them. Their grandfather dodged the draft in World War II. He walked in and joined on Omaha Beach on D-Day in the Battle of the fucking Bulge. You know, I'm going on and on, fuck. They're all over. You know, all over. You know, my family. Oh my God, I can't fucking believe it. What's happened to this country? These fuckers, these militias, parapatriots, none of them ever bled. So I go to my dad when I was a little kid, have these epic fucking seizures. They human lab rat him in the Nevada test site and nuked him. Remind me of fucking Patton. He was a beast. He was an incredible guy. Shut up, boy. You're way too pretty to have a fucking opinion. Shut up and get to work. I was not born with these scars across my face. It took years of living and defending this fucking violent place. These phony fuckers. So, my mom would take me on fucking once a week. She'd drive her station wagon clear down there. That's before the freeway was even here. In the 60s, to go see him. After they nuked him, they fed him LSD, fucked up. He woke up speaking of San Diego, hot, and San Onofre. He was conceived, I was conceived on the beach at San Onofre. My Woodbury pinup artist mother and he, both Utahns, met there. You know, we're on Washington Boulevard, the whole gig there. It happened there at San Onofre, Pendleton Marines. So, when they bring the Fallujah Marines into... when they're dying of cancer, so many of them, Bo Biden, and I don't like Biden either. You know, because of the cover-up of Fukushima. Peace, love, and anti-Trumpism, and fuck Biden too. By the way, my father was a huge Cincinnati Reds fan. The Ogden Reds were here. Ask Frank Robinson. Tom Seaver, who just died, COVID-19, mutation from nuclearism from the sea. Trump says they're fucking losers. So I sit with them. I've sat with hundreds of these Marines in Fallujah, in Iraq, in Afghanistan. They weren't Brent Taylor. Brent Taylor was a military contractor. He was over there. You know, they grandstanded, flag waving, all the draft dodgers and all the people. They come out. That's Trump's base. They're all the false equivalency. Stand up. George Wallen, who they named the new center, you know, that's my uncle's best friend. He used to always say, what are they grandstanding me? There's your fucking... He told me one time at Western Elementary when I was a kid, he says, Kevin, you stand up for that fucking Pledge of Allegiance, I'll kick your fucking ass. That's fucking flag waving. That's Hitler shit. Trump's kin. These draft dodgers. So I sit with them in the... I'll cry. They're so fucked up you don't even fucking know. They're so fucking gone. And my conversation I have with them all, well, I murdered kids. I murdered fucking thing. They had us all wound. I says, that wasn't you. This patriotism, your scoutmaster, your fucking school teacher, these fake never bled, yay, Fox News patriotism fucking did that to you. They hypnotized you and took your mind. That wasn't you. That was some kind of satanic evil that took control of you. And they did that. You're back now. That's not you. Try talking them off the cliff. They all kill themselves. All of them. The guys that are droning in scripts, we go out to the Nevada test site where he was murdered. You know, it took him a long time to die. He died later. You know, like they all do. Air Blast 1 and 2. Trump says he's a fucking loser. Fuck, there's so many in this fucking cemetery. By the way, this is the ancient Shoshone little soldiers buried here. Well, quote, the old curator of this when I was a little boy, he says, Kevin, when the early pioneers were pushing up, they were finding bones. Ralph Blanche, the very first one buried in the cemetery right there, was killed by a native right there in retaliation to the murder when they killed Chief Cherokee. My grandmother, the brilliant historian, said they wound up in full headdress right here. You took our elder, we're taking yours. So now it's all these draft dodgers fucking showing, you know, they get a gun, they dress up in camo, go fucking join. You don't have any fucking clue what these people go through. I sat with these guys. Beau Biden was one of them. He died of brain cancer. Why will Biden not mention Fukushima? Because the nuclear energy crime syndicate runs the fucking world. You know, Obama's mother down fucking winter. Mike Lee's dad. I mean, none of them. They all hold court because they don't give a fuck. They traded in their fucking legacy of their family members and murder their fucking family and their own children's health for their own fucking wealth for people they didn't even mess with. I traded in my wealth for your grandchildren's fucking health. I'll say this lastly. I sit with those Marines. I've fucking been involved with dying of cancer, young, suicidal, at the VA in Salt Lake. Then I end up there. My little great-nephew's in there, was in there, right there across the street. Fighting for his life. He's doing good. He's a tough fucker like his great-grandpa. Semper Fi is all I gotta say. And fuck, I hope Trump didn't say this, but I know that he did because I've watched his rhetoric for years. I know who he is, and I know who his base is. Sunflower Festival. The people that poisoned the fucking mega dairy welfare fucking queens. Not a fucking one. They have fucking crowns on their graves. Wannabes. Semper Fi.